So, next race, next game. Let's have a look. Pikapals versus TheGons. What do you think about these two?
So Pikapals is very good and consistent in a lot of genres. TheGons is one of, at least in this tournament this year, has shown that TheGons is not someone you want to be against if you pull a puzzle game.
Ooh.
Yes.
See,
Kind of took a big break from MT. Like was joining like 7 through 10, then took a break until 16. Kind of, I think went 2-2 last time, and it's just like exploded this time, especially thanks to puzzle games.
Yeah, MT is a tournament where if you just get games that mesh with you, you can go very far. And TheGons has just gotten a lot of games that just mesh with him and don't mesh with his opponents.
Yeah, took out a lot of good players along the way.
We can have a look.
Notably being Captain Drake, who we saw in the last match.
Wow, the 1-2. Hate to see it.
See, Pikapals. Oh yes, I remember this one, round 1 against Econ in New Adventure Island, which is where our lovely Spike Mole is from, by the way. And
Yeah.
just destroyed that game. Yeah, I was the one that got the perfect emulator screenshot of it because it was too good. But just completely decimated that game. Just it was crazy. I went back and played it to get the screenshot later, and like that game is so hard. And followed up in Calzone's Adventure, which was the cat platformer. That was a long race. That was just a lot of video game right there.
It's a long race with some dash mechanics. Some of it, you know, it was a basic platformer that just had, you know, some people just didn't mesh with in that one. Beat Mundungu in Stargroove Scramble, which is
I didn't see that.
Which is another one of Team Bugulon's games in this tournament.
Oh, really? No way. And then one against Andy pretty recently in House of Pegurun. This is a game that's made by the Glasskeeper Glavistev.
Oh yeah. It started off really innocently, and then we quickly discovered that this game is an asshole.
Hard.
Yeah, the veil of easiness was removed as soon as wait, this was made by as soon as
Glavistev?
Yeah, the Glavistev kind of finally set in on on stage 5. It's like, oh no.
I think it was 3 already, where it turned out you need to prepare 3 things in advance in order to even be able to solve the rest of the stage. That was funny.
Then on the Gon side, Code Bunny, which I believe
I submitted that.
Well,
that was
Mega Man.
I'll let you.
It was a platformer. Platformer where you played as 2 different characters. We split it off into 2 because the game was too short enough for both of them. With a lot of different mechanics and just fast-paced, actiony platforming. A lot of taking out boss fights with it.
And then game number 2 against Hopscotch 007 Bonesaw.
The one thing I remember about Bonesaw was that it said, your power meter, you're not gonna get it recharged again.
Yeah. So you better be careful not to use it too much.
Which was untrue.
It was a lie. Lying paste bin. And unfortunately, that may have actually cost Hopscotch 7 the game.
And then upsetting Captain Drake in Tough Love Machine, which we did talk about it in the previous race. Just a push the hearts together game, puzzle game where you control in 2 hands.
Pretty neat. I like it. I like the kind of game.
Difficult in execution.
I like the kind of game where you can visualize parts of the solution separate. You know, you can go, okay, at the end it needs to be like this. In order to do that, I probably need to have the heart on here, which I can do in this way. That kind of thing.
It's definitely a work backwards game where just you can kind of suss it out based off of those specific states.
That's a common thing in a lot of puzzle games with gravity because there's one-way movements because it has gravity. It just works with that. It's very easy to work backwards. And then one against Relis in Super Tetris 3. I was actually in this race, and man, it was an odd mode of Tetris where you had to fill in, and it would cause little blocks to explode, and there was like combo mechanics with how they exploded. It was a very complicated game, but the gods just completely destroyed it.
I've got a podcast for that ready, so I gotta forget who won.
Oh yeah,
nobody
look at that. Nobody look at that on stream.
Yeah.
Very hard game though.
Yeah, this match, I would say Pikapals is favored, does have the top 8 appearance before. But just depending on the game poll, you never know.
Yeah, Pika definitely like a consistent kind of like, I think Polari and I were talking about this one point, like a tier 2 competitor, maybe? Like consistent 13th, 9th, things like that, has a top 8 star. It's like a tier 2 of competitor.
I mean,
obviously not like Drake, Andy levels of, you know, winning tournaments back to back, whatever, but just very strong. You never want to be matched up into them.
I mean, Pikapals does have the Speed Seasons 3 victory.
True.
So like knows like if Pikapals can suss out a speedrun strat in the middle and just like consistently pull it off, Pikapals can do it.
I think the Pikapal's time in the LADX race is still faster than my PB, so, you know, fun. And I'm like the only racer after Speed Seasons to continue running LADX.
Yeah, as we figure out what game they get, because I don't know if they've picked a game. We got a game yet. They're still in redraw heck.
We do have a game, but this game has been a this game has been a setup nightmare. Funnily enough, not for any single person that tested this game, but it's a runtime error now. So, but I will be so happy if this got played because I tested this and I think I was the only one that tested this actually. And man, I have so many stories about this game.
What a gem.
I really hope that we get clean audio for the game because it's it's music that I recognize from the stories that I'm sure that I'll tell.
Alright, we can have a look at the game and talk about it a little bit. Because I'm confused, and you'll have to explain this to me.
Oh boy. This is Azathoth-D, Youtou Saisoku Densetsu. So, I'm sure some of you out there know who Nitro Plus is, as you can see right there on the screen. They're a developer of visual novels. They've been in the scene since real early, like 2002 or something. They make a lot of high-profile visual novels like Song of Saya. And this is a spin-off kart racer of a visual novel that they developed in 2003 called Demon Bane, which is a eldritch horror mecha visual novel. I actually did read part of it, completely on my own whim, for no reason, other than that, like, my friends found it and we thought it was funny because we found there's an anime adaptation of it. And so at a random Comic-Con, they developed a kart racer spin-off for the game, and that's what we're playing right now.
This sounds absurd.
It is absurd.
So, do you know about the goal? Escape the 16 MFH ghosts. This is like recorded by FFA, his old ghosts or something.
Yes. It's a really cool idea for a goal, because FFA will put in the submission comment, like, time trials are a little boring for racing games like that, because it's hard to, like, make it difficult without making it, like, it's just hard to make it work. But in this, FFAO recorded a few ghosts beforehand, and we're going to be racing, and we have to beat all of the ghosts.
Oh, so it's not really escape, it's more like beat the ghost.
Yeah, beat the ghost.
Okay.
But saying escape is more fun.
It sounds very
Yeah.
spooky.
Also, yes, Demon Bane's opening is really cool. It also has an anime adaptation and an OVA. I've only played the visual novel. I didn't finish it. I only got a few chapters in. Warning, it is eroge, but there's later releases don't have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo Pwned Noob in the chat. Beat FFAO in a racing game.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a pushover, by the way.
I mean, I'm gonna assume
is-
FFO didn't try hard and hunt every single track.
Oh, you will see. It's gonna be really funny because you'll just see the ghost just sitting there at the beginning of the track for like 10 seconds, and then it goes, and then you
Oh!
still lose to it.
Oh, that's hilarious. That also explains escape, because it's like gonna chase you. Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, so that I guess that lightens my fears a little bit, but it is kind of scary to be chased down. This will be fun. This will be very fun to watch.
Alright, we're just waiting on one of the. Ready up?
I believe we'll actually have some of the music from the visual novel too. I think it's all in this.
Alright, here we go.
It does have a pretty good soundtrack.
Gonna start momentarily. I'm really
I'm so
excited
glad
to
this
see
game's
FFA
actually
catch these
working.
guys after waiting 10 seconds. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for that.
It's not even an exaggeration, by the way.
I can't believe FFAO is playing this live with them
Yeah, gonna
and
wreck 'em.
catching both of them in 2 games at once.
Yeah, this was bailed for tech reasons twice.
Yeah, I drew this. Alright, yeah. Oh, it wasn't really 10 seconds. It was more like 2 or 3 seconds. Oh, there
the
he
later
goes!
ones get to be a lot longer.
Well, FFO is in the lead in both races.
Does this mean FFAO makes top 8?
Oh, we get the main Demon Bane theme on this stage, by the way. I believe the name of the song is Roar the Machine God, which is the name of fan translated version of the first game, I think. Goal, but you didn't beat the ghost.
The gods is like not even halfway through the last lap and FFO is done.
Yeah.
I think the Gons is kind of just like scouting out the level at this point. Knows that, not going to win this time.
Is there some drift boost mechanic like in Mario Kart? Or is it just about getting the corners?
Oh boy, here we go. This mechanic. So there is a drift in addition to a turn, and there is a mini turbo. How you execute the mini turbo is by tapping up and down repeatedly.
Huh? In the turn or on a straight?
Yes. In the turn. You mash up and down.
But do you have to hold left or right in order to turn?
Yes.
And then you mash up and down?
Yes.
That's horrible.
But luckily, it is like Mario Kart DS. You can basically do it as fast as you can mash up and down. So like what I was doing on some of the harder tracks where there were more straightaways is you could actually like go so fast that you could snake on him, kind of like Mario Kart DS.
Oh wow.
So like you could do it super fast. And it does save a lot of time actually.
So I'm a little scared. It's kind of close, but also not really close. And Pikapals has been getting a lot closer. TheGons isn't even close to close. Especially if you
Yeah, this is going to be
spread
quite a
like
long
that.
goal actually. There are 16 tracks. Some of them are definitely a lot easier than other ones. Some of them I like first tried. But I think my testing time was like in like 51 minutes or something. It's going to be quite hard.
Is the up down explained in the pace bin?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, at some point later, like you probably just really shouldn't even use it. It's not really necessary.
How do we know whether the ghost was beaten? It's like really close. Is it gonna tell you?
You can see the best times afterwards.
Okay.
You see
You
the
gotta
MFH one that's
beat
up.
MFH. You gotta be number 1 in MFH.
Okay. That's good because otherwise it would be like a really close finish. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
One photo finish, please. Oh,
But
Pikapals. Oh,
Yeah.
very close, but got it.
Yeah. There is also a boosting mechanic. So like you will progressively build a boost at the bottom, and you can just launch it for like a full boost. I believe you get it for drifting. So drifting is encouraged. You don't really have to do the mini turbo, but it will give you boost meter.
I'm fearing for the Gons right now.
Yeah, this is not looking good. It's looking like the Gons may not be the single track.
Yeah, that is a nightmare scenario for me in any race.
Definitely, I found this first track to be kind of tricky.
Why is the drift only on the right?
Because I don't know, it's Nitro Plus.
Pikapals is getting
some creative corner
owned by
cuts.
FFAO.
Yeah, some creative corner cuts from Pikapals. It works if you have boost. That's definitely a recommended strategy if you have boost.
Gons is not looking good. FFAO is done now.
So, Ponum in the chat asking, does MT do 90-minute progress? So, if the race goes to 90 minutes, it is the person who has the most progress at that point. And at this point, it would be who has the most ghosts cleared, yeah. Because you can't really do who got further in a race.
Like, you could maybe do who got the better time, like if they're tied, who got the better time on the current track, but I don't like that.
That seems...
Because that's not the goal, you know? The goal isn't to get a good time, the goal is to beat the ghost.
There you go, Pika using that boost. Taking a lot of corner cuts wasn't enough.
Too much grass.
You can definitely just like drift straight through the grass. If you're really fast with like the snaking, you can do it, but it will it's not recommended.
Oh god, the Gons not even close. I'm really scared that may be the end for the Gons. I mean it's winners.
The end in winners.
Yeah.
And the great part about this is that this block of players, both the winners and losers, there's a guaranteed new top 8 player here.
Oh, Pikapals taking a lot of grass. FFO is almost caught up. Ouch.
Yeah, and the way it's looking, it's probably going to be in the losers' side that will have that new top 8 player, unless the Gons...
Oh, not fast enough.
Sorry, Shrimax.
No, it's just if the Gons isn't going to pick up speed, it's probably going to be more likely that that new top 8 player will be from the losers bracket. But everyone in chat, please give the Gons your energy.
Yeah.
I know we're only 6 minutes into this race, but
I'm kind of fearing a forfeit.
Pull out all your fast emotes. I don't think I have a single one. Here, you get this one.
But no, FFO is really fast at the end. He catches him every time.
Also, yes, there is a Mecha T-Rex in the background. There's a lot of mechas in this. I think we won't see any other Demon Bane characters. 4 of them are playable characters. I think they're all the girls. Al, Rudy, Sister Leica, and I don't remember the 4th one. They're probably both playing on keyboard because that's how this works. I played it on keyboard as well.
Keyboard sounds easier controller if you have to mash up and down while turning.
I mean, they possibly could have bound Joy to Key.
Oh, I like the corner cut from Pika.
I mean, he does it every time.
Boost as well.
Jeez.
Yeah. FFO takes like a weird line at the bottom of the minimap there, but then comes back every time from Pikapals doing a smarter turn there. So maybe it's like just FFO biding his time, taking the second boost. Also, I love the idea of the submitter basically racing both of the competitors.
I loved this so much. I was so happy when I saw this because, like, okay. Another story with this game is that, like, I knew this game existed before I got subbed to MT because I was reading Demon Bane beforehand, and, like, I looked it up, I'm like, they made a kart racer, huh? So, I wanted to find it, naturally. But this game, there was a big repository of Dojin games called Dojin Gravity Remaster that was a blog spot.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, there's
Easy.
There it is.
Like
All
2
right.
seconds.
We are
there's
1/8 of our
huge
way through this
repository
goal.
called Dojin Gravity Remaster Blogspot that had a lot of games, and it had this one, but a problem is that website went down a while ago. So basically, every Dojin game that isn't Toho got scrubbed from the face of the internet, which included this one. So I went on an insane hunt to find this. It took me like 2 days, and like I ended up having to trawl through 30 pages of Chinese Google results for torrents, and I found one on a random website that was pretty shady that just was a collection of Nitro Plus games, and it just happened to have it, and there was like one person seeding it. So I grabbed it and I uploaded it to archive, and then I asked FFAO later, like, how did you find this game? He's like, I don't know, I just found a random download somewhere, like somebody grabbed it.
Pikapals
Like,
driving well
really
for...
hope they got it from me.
Pikapals driving well for his first attempt on level here.
Yeah, this one was definitely easier. There's a good mix between easier and harder tracks. That second one...
Breathing in his neck.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
This one does seem a little bit clearer with your drifts versus the first two.
Yeah, the second one in particular was pretty hard, but this one I found to be pretty easy.
I don't think TheGons is gonna be the single ghost.
I think TheGons will beat this first one. TheGons is like getting some lines down. Is just I think having a hard time.
Is he?
Just kind of like consistent. Like I think it's just the inputs.
But if you are interested in checking out this game, I uploaded it to archive. I'm gonna link it. There was a link on like Nitro Plus's website to buy it, but it's not available anymore. It had an Amazon JP page, but they don't have it.
Yeah, because TheGons was able to actually get that first lap ahead of FFAO, but then when tried to do the drift again, hit the wall.
The first lap is the free one. That's where the bot waits for.
Well, yeah, but it still counts.
I hate to say it, but I just don't see it. It's like extra painful to me because I love this submission idea so much. I was Pikapals easily beating FFAO there.
Yeah, that was not a tricky one. All right, on to 4.
Let's see how long FFAO.
This was a hard one. I remember this track being hard.
Oh my god, look how long he's still waiting! That's like,
yes.
It's like 10 seconds. Like 10
I remember putting
seconds.
it in my testing comment, like, yeah, we get it, FFO. You're so good at racing games. We know.
Imagine if Andy 4H submitted, like, a platformer with his ghosts for each level.
Like Super Meat Boy or something. Oh, there we go. There's FFAO. Get wrecked.
I remember this song from Demon Bane. I think this came out after the sequel, so it might have songs from that. Also, yes, there's a little shortcut right there. I do remember taking that. It did save quite a bit of time.
Yeah, you could see.
You gotta drive pretty precise.
You could see the ghost take it.
There's something about maybe just like watching FFAO's ghost on the mini map when you start a stage for the first time, just to see his pathing.
You could do neon white. As
a Boney submit Super Meat Boy Ghost. Oh, you know what?
GG.
I could record Guilty Gear Strive combo challenges for it. That'd be funny.
Okay. Crankta does Doom Wad Ghosts. No one would win.
I mean,
no one would.
Dust
Force.
Crankta has to wait like 30 seconds at the start of every level.
I would not want to play against a Crankta Dust Force Ghost.
I also appreciate how FFAO didn't like just drive slower or anything. No, I waited at the start and then I destroyed.
It's destroying the player's psyche.
It's giving them hope before crushing it.
I don't see us finishing this.
MT tournament race. Get a world record. That's it.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea for the Gons. It doesn't say you have to do the tracks in order. I definitely skipped ahead and for a few that I couldn't beat, and then I came back and I just ended up just crushing them randomly.
But the first one is pretty easy. It's like donut play. Card.
Yeah, I think the Gons is probably fearing that these later stages are probably going to be even worse.
I mean, the one Pikapals is way worse. The Gons would have a way harder time on this.
And they only get harder too.
Alright, Pikapals doing kind of
The
well.
Gons has reset his game.
Probably hit escape or something.
Fresh save file, just gotta maybe reworking the FFA Ghost. Maybe it's got a slower time now.
Last turn, FFAO jumps ahead! Oh no! Or maybe oh yes if you're rooting for FFAO.
I mean, we should have had a poll for this one and had it be who wins this race: Pikapals, the Gons, FFAO.
Okay, the Gons looking... except for the last turn, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it can crash. I think I only had it crash once on me. Also, yes, enjoy the mecha dragon dinosaur in the background.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I got to that part in Demon Bane. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens.
Pikapals is less ahead than the last time, but also did a pretty bad crash on the last turn. It's still ahead, Oh, that's bad. Oh, and
No.
Pikapals had a boost. The Gun's boost doesn't actually help much, and Pikapals gets the last turn really well, gets a boost on it as well.
It's going to be important for players on like the hairpin turns like that. There is kind of a maneuver you can do, like, I don't know, I really everything to Mario Kart Wii, but you can like kind of do some weird combination of drifting in and out to just get like a very tight turn on it. It's very weird to describe.
Oh, Pikapal's hitting the wall and just immediately resetting.
The only tester that finished this and that actually tested it and played it was me, and I finished at like 50 minutes.
FFAO finished it.
Yeah, FFAO did finish it. Probably handed it off to Shiro as well, who probably also played it.
Also to give an update on the other race that happened before this, Lightning versus Captain Drake. Lightning has been declared the winner.
Pikapals isn't even letting FFAO get the satisfaction anymore.
You're not winning. I'm changing the rules.
I do like the structure of how FFAO plays. It's just like a big push at the end. It's like it makes it so tense to be a player in this.
It's crazy. Pikapals crash into the wall. It's still so far ahead, but has to reset because FFAO is just driving so fast.
Imagine if FFAO did the exact opposite and just like blazed through it and then stopped
and
at the finish line.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
It would be a nail biter every time you get to the finish and FFAO starts rolling. The gun's looking good. Second lap.
Okay.
Well, no drift here, but maybe it's fine. Here comes.
Yeah.
I don't know if the gun stopped accelerating. That looked a little weird.
I think it was just trying to adjust, like didn't trust his drift and would rather just try to take it easy. But good drift at the beginning there.
Yeah, he just like a drift around the entire corner. But
I'm
also a little
Guns maybe
afraid.
needs to stop mini turboing.
I'm a little afraid it's too track specific what the Guns is learning here. Just gonna go back to having troubles on the second if he beats this.
Oh, beautiful hairpin from Pikapals. That's exactly what you need to do.
What?
Yeah, I think the guns need to just stop mini turboing. It's useful if you have the hands for it, and if you're like really good at that sort of stuff like me, but otherwise it's just too distracting.
Here comes FFAO. Woo! I like how we're calling, like we started calling it just FFAO, not MFH Ghost. This is
No,
FFAO.
it's FFAO. Yeah. I get that it's in the game, it's MFH Ghost, but no, it's FFAO.
I'll get wrecked.
Yeah, you can definitely afford to take some of these turns a little more safely. It's really just the hairpin that you have to nail. You have to learn how to do it, and you really cannot crash. See, like that drift before the hairpin, like you don't need to do it. It's nice that it builds you boost meter, but it's more important to just not crash.
I guess in some senses, this is just like beat a gold time style goal, but it's just made more interesting with FFAO's Ghost live.
Alright, Pikapals entering lap 3 with a pretty sizable lead. FFAO's last lap is really good. Let's see, don't crash here. Making it safe. Oh, beautiful turn, beautiful.
Okay, yeah,
Only has this hairpin and the right turn. Nice.
There we
Yeah,
go.
beautiful. Pop the boost at the end just to make sure.
That is the
Alright,
first. That is
Yeah,
the
it's on
first
the cup
4
2.
done. 12 to go.
Fortunately, Guns is still on the...
Yeah, I think Gons did clear that one though.
Yeah? It was looking in the rear viewer and the Ghost was behind him, so... See? Going to second. I think Guns did the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
And
Still a
you
race.
doubted. And you doubted.
Well, I doubt it in, you know, like the way I do everything where I relate it to myself. I would have given up. Screw this.
So true.
You
Well,
wouldn't
because
have given
that in
up,
the
Maurice.
background.
You would have done by now.
I don't know who that in the background is.
Like,
I should know which mecha that is.
Since
from Demon
FFAO
Bay.
is sandbagging so hard, yeah, sure, I could probably beat him, but I don't think I could beat FFAO if there wasn't so much sandbagging going on. See how much lead we get on track number 5.
I just find it so funny that the submission existed, like that I knew about it because I read Demon Bane before this, like not even related to the submission, and like I found the game before. I just find it so funny that it existed.
FFAO is already in the lead before the first lap finishes. Oh my god.
You can definitely overtake FFAO. I remember having to do that at some points.
But just kind of the mental victory for the Gons, getting that first clear. You know you're probably behind, but like getting over that gap of like a level you're struggling on is good for your own morale.
Yeah, that's a good.
Gons has been mini turboing, so if you can really get that down, that's very strong.
Alright, the Guns is
I remember
ahead
this
first
track
lap.
Pikapals being very hard. I remember taking like probably 5 minutes on this one or something.
This one looks deceptively simple, but I'm guessing like with those lampposts, I've seen Pikapals run into them a few times.
And the off-road parts. There's a few parts where the road's really narrow.
But doing well so far.
Yeah. Head of the Ghost. Oh, but kind of caught up there. Oh, good boost, good boost. Oh, another good boost.
And we're there.
Yeah,
I think
very
that's
good.
a clear.
Wow, that was fast. That was like
Yeah, that
3
was
attempts.
a good clear. Oh, this one. This course was like the bane of my existence for the
It's like a
longest
mess.
time.
Oh, this
Yeah.
looks
This is a
looks
mess.
like a nightmare.
I had to pull out some hardcore snaking to win on this one.
It's not only a nightmare with the design, but just the color of it.
Yeah. Has great music though. This is from,
FFO took the left path. Probably faster.
Or maybe it's not
from Chapter
faster.
1, I think.
And FAO is intentionally taking the longer route.
I mean, it's shorter lengthwise. I'm gonna assume it.
Yeah, I just had to like forget about drifting entirely and just take some really good turns and then just snake on the straight sections to barely win this one. This one was probably the hardest one in the game for me. Oh, look at that snaking for Pikapals. I love it. So fast.
Oh, taking the left pass on last. But there's like a gap in the barrel seat.
But I like just playing it through getting the knowledge of the track. I love this song. I'm pretty sure this plays in Chapter 1 of Demon Bane. Pretty sure this is like the first song. Because your main character is like a PI, so it plays music like this all the time.
Pikapals has trouble getting on this bridge. Second time crash.
Yeah, it's all peaceful, and then you get this song, which I don't even know when this appears in Demon Bane.
This weird, like...
Yeah, I legitimately don't know when this appears in Demon Bane, because I don't think I heard it.
It's the tone shift of this, like, you know, calm beach...
I didn't get to any beach episode in Demon Bane. I'm pretty sure it exists, but I definitely didn't get there. I think this goal is definitely very front-loaded, though. I think some of the later courses are definitely a lot easier. Because I was doing a lot of those, like, first try.
They might be easier, but then you have like the frustration level that you probably have spending like thousands of attempts trying to beat the ghosts.
Oh, I had that exact same frustration too, but they just definitely they are a lot easier. I definitely think this one that Pikapals is on is probably the hardest one in the game. There's one later, I think, in the last cup that was also just really hard. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the new mini turbo strategy for Pikapals. I think it's causing a lot of extraneous crashes. And definitely the absolute most important thing in this entire game is do not hit a wall. Oh, I just noticed the sound effect for when you get a stock of the boost is it's a sound effect. It's like the load save sound from Demon Bane.
Alright, third lap. It's a pretty close race between Pikapals and FFO, which is a bad sign for Pikapals because FFO was sandbagging at the start. So FFO is pulling ahead. Oh no!
The Gons has got a pretty good lead.
Oh, you're right.
In the second one.
Oh, going over the
stock.
grass!
No, you have a boost stocked. You have it stocked. Go, go. What are you
Mark
doing?
does it. Gets it though. Still gets it.
Oh my god, still got it.
Pikapals game crashed. Could hear the but it's fine.
Wow, look at all these girls. Oh, she's only in the sequel. She is in the Nitro Plus spin-off fighting game, though, as an assist character. And the character that we're playing as is actually a playable character.
So maybe the guns figured something out. Maybe the guns figured out that safe is the way to go.
I sure hope so, because that is correct.
Still doing drifts. Getting turbo, but it's working out. Pretty close to
mini turbo
FFAO.
when you can, but like
I mean, that was
it's
TheGons'
scary.
first attempt at this level,
Yeah.
and I think this is one like of the ones we've seen so far. This is the easiest one.
Yeah, definitely just like mini turbo when you can. But if it's scary and it's a little close to the wall, maybe just skip it. Maybe just take it normally.
Oh, that's way too early. Run for the guns. It's still ahead of FFAO by. Wait, no, it's. Right?
No, it's ahead.
Oh yeah, you're the red dots. Confusing.
Yeah, ghosts
Yeah.
are white. They're pale.
I think you're red because you're actually playing as Al. I think that's the reason why. That's like one of her primary colors.
Oh, the
that's
guns
what
is
her
ahead?
hairbands are.
Last lap here.
Yeah, isn't going
Taking a
isn't
little
going
bit of
for.
grass. I don't think the guns had turbo last time. The turbo is yellow.
Oh
right?
no! The Gons turned way too quickly. But I think has this course downloaded.
When this little potato comes from the left and says lap 2, it looks like laps.
Yeah, he's like an eldritch slime monster. He appears in chapter 3.
That sounds right.
His introduction scene is exactly what you'd expect, but it's really funny. I'll give it that. I laughed pretty hard. That's when I stopped reading, actually. Well, no, I stopped reading after that. I do recommend reading Demon Bane if you don't mind like kind of schlocky mecha stories. It's not bad.
Alright, the guns. Okay, lead over the FFAO. FFAO wasn't really faster in the second lap, as the guns was in his second lap last attempt. Can probably keep this lead. Oh, unless you crash and drift everywhere. Don't do that. Three, two, one. Oh, the guns is like way ahead of. Just lost a bit of time. Last attempt in the. So pretty good time for first lap here. Ouch. That wasn't good.
Has time to spare.
Right, nice. Has turbo. Missed the turbo and crashed into the wall. Alright.
Yeah, not like that. That's the thing, like, I kind of just ended up not using mini turbo later just because it's just too distracting to try and play with. It's too distracting trying to make precise turns with it.
It takes a lot of turns, like, way too early. Oh, it's a close race. FFO is hot on his heels. Vroom. FFO drives ahead, disappears into the sunset. Right. There's another race after this. Wow. Evening is a lot more than expected.
A lot more than the schedule indicated.
Yeah.
I signed up for one race. I was gonna make dinner after the first one, but now I'm here
I
for
was
2
gonna
more.
go
You're
out
going
for
hungry.
a little walk.
I will go hungry for MFH.
Would have maybe gone out, got some donuts for fun. No.
The guns did pretty bad first lap. It was a lot closer than on the last attempt.
Yeah, I would just reset at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Ouch.
Oh, especially with a boost right there.
Because it's that thing where it's like, You only can make so many mistakes.
Oh, Pikapals is on the right track here. Pretty far ahead. Wait. No, actually, never mind. We're super behind. Mixed up the dots again. Okay, never mind.
FFAO too strong.
Yeah. I doubted FFAO and that was... Oh, where's the gun scoring? Did the game crash again?
Yeah, it crashed again.
Apparently there's a memory leak, and the more you restart, the more it's gonna crash. So just don't restart. Forehead.
Yeah, just beat it on the first try.
Yeah.
That quote that I put from Summer 325 earlier. Should have just played better.
Yeah. That's a crash effort. Not on this tires.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even drift around that corner. The normal turn is plenty sharp enough.
The Gons doing really well. Second lap, FFAO is way behind him.
Wow, get good.
Oh, I like this.
Like, you don't even have to do these drifts right now. Like, you could probably just do some easy turns. You'll make it close, but you're gonna have it. But good for the practice.
Looking great.
Wow, look,
this is looking great.
It's a new world record.
Oh,
wow, destroyed. FFAO, get good.
That's 10 seconds.
10 fake seconds.
Yeah. 10 Demon Bane seconds.
Oh, this is the one that Pikapals took a lot of time on. How much TheGons has left. Didn't take the well, okay, it does take the shortcut in the end. Eventually. This turn especially.
You gotta learn how to navigate hairpins in this game, because there are going to be more of them later.
Yeah. That turn especially, that hairpin one that killed Pikapals almost every time.
Yeah, but Pikapals has been just hard-walled on this beach stage.
And it hasn't been super close. But let's see, we're kind of ahead here, entering lap 3. Music's about to get really intense.
Has a boost stop.
Ouch! What?
Oh yeah, you don't want that.
Crashes into the dune.
Yeah, you hit the shore in this game.
Hits the sand wall.
It's like a really big hitbox for it too. You just gotta learn how to deal with it.
Without that crash, that would have been a win.
Yeah, but it's weird how punishing this is. Like, you make one hard mistake, FFAO is gonna pass you.
Yeah, and see, if it was just time trials, we would have been done like 10 minutes ago. And it wouldn't have been nearly as exciting.
I mean, it is the problem with a lot of the racing games, that it's just very linear growth. And I really like this.
You know, there's stakes. There's stakes for each race.
So waltz in every race, it's just found out. It's one of those games that could be very late rounds only.
Very late rounds only.
Yeah, we considered it safe because I did it in 50 minutes, so that's enough for bad players to do it, so.
Last lap for Pikapals is ahead by a good bit, if you don't crash and drive kind of well. FFAO is coming.
FFAO's right there!
Pikapals crashes into the sand dune.
FFAO showing no mercy, has been consistent every time. I mean, how do you be this consistent?
Driving his line every single time, that's just impressive. That's a restart. Okay. Looked like Pikapals was gonna keep...
This joke will never get old.
TheGons crashes into the hairpin. What killed Pikapals?
Yeah, I think it's trying to do the mini turbo, that's why. It's just...
He's also crashing into this part
it.
every time. Like broken roads right after the finish line.
hits the barrel.
Like synchronized it. Alright, TheGons is actually a little ahead. Crashes into it again.
Yeah,
That's
I
really...
think it's
That's just a mistake that TheGons has to iron out.
but
Gonna crash here, and that's the...
yeah,
Don't want to drift.
FFO
Don't want to
takes
drift
this
on the
really
turn
well.
before it. Yeah, you don't want to drift on the turn before it, definitely. It's just, there's no way to get yourself set up right.
But I think the Gons is getting a good feel for this game, though.
Yeah, looked pretty good on the last attempt. Only has these two... Yeah,
There we go.
Oh, nice.
That's what we want to see. Don't
now-
drift on the turn before.
And now this next turn, this one. Oh, beautiful!
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Look
good.
how far behind FFAO is. But still so
Oh,
far
don't dri-
behind.
Don't drift. No, you didn't do that last
Happened
time.
again.
It was perfect.
It's I has the time to spare. Oh, but running into the wall.
If for
No longer
reason.
has the time to spare.
Oh no! Running into all the walls.
Has to basically play perfect.
Oh, don't pop the boost right there.
Poor-
Don't pop it right there.
Oh, beautiful actually.
But
Doesn't
maybe,
drift.
but
Oh,
maybe.
oh.
FFAO takes the last turn really well. With the boost. Oh, also gets a boost!
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Beautiful! That's stage 3 done. Maybe Pikapals is so stuck here. On the last
Is-
lap, has a good lead though. Crashes into the barrel, it's still fine, still fine.
I think has the opportunity.
Don't crash into the
Good-
sand dune, the bridge, or the next
Good
sand
drift.
dune.
Good
Nice.
drift. There we go.
It's number
It's a
6
huge
done?
ball.
Yeah, on to 7.
Yes. And Gons is on 5.
Guns isn't the guns on 4?
I don't
No.
actually know. He went to 5.
No, this is the next one.
We had the... Oh yeah, I forgot about the smooth turning track. So yeah, I think I spoke too soon on the guns. I gotta apologize. Doing pretty well here.
Oh, this track was so hard. There's a lot of tight quarters.
Oh, you
A
can't.
lot
Those are
of tight
walls.
turns. This track was really hard.
There's a random cactus in.
It was hard, but it also didn't take me a lot of attempts because there's also a lot of straightaways like this that you can snake on.
Oh, don't go that way. The guns is surprising me. I didn't expect. I feel like he's been clearing levels just as fast or even faster than Pikapals ever since clearing the first one.
Yeah, I want to say that maybe did the last course a little bit faster than Pikapals. It was just that first stage, just kind of getting used to the controls.
I remember this last turn was like almost impossible for you to make. I kind of took the hit and then just popped a boost at it.
Right, the guns has a small lead. Probably not enough to make it through more laps. But I'm actually, look at this. Good driving. Oh, but FFO was coming closer.
Yeah, FFA's right there. Yeah, it turns
no.
right into that neon wall.
Good old neon walls. But look pretty good from the guns. This is a race after all. I love it.
I think a lot of it will depend on how well the Gons can do the beach level. If the Gons can get the beach level done within 5 minutes, this is going to be a race. Pikapal's learning just cutting across the entire course.
Smart. I didn't do that actually. I popped it on the next straightaway. And then I usually had enough to have another one right here. Oh, makes that hairpin. You can like barely make it. Yeah, it's just like so hard though.
Wait, was that like a super start from the guns?
Yeah,
Yes,
the Gons
yeah,
has
it
been
has a
doing a
super
bunch
start.
of like turbo starts.
Oh, important. Alright, lap 2. More ahead than the last attempt. The last attempt at car.
But was snaking through some of those trees.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Maybe drifting too much, but I mean, you can see FFA is also drifting.
Yeah, that's the you got the boost sound.
Oh.
It's the sound whenever you load a save in Demon Bane, I'm pretty sure.
That's a beautiful line that Pikapals.
Yeah, I
That's the
really
one
like that.
yeah.
I definitely didn't do that.
Honestly,
losing his lead, but still in the lead.
That last turn is it's like if you hit it, it's like whatever.
we're nearing the 45-minute mark at this race, and our racers aren't at 8 tracks at this point. TheGons is sweating, I'm pretty sure, but I think Pikapals is probably as well.
Oh, here comes FFAU!
Oh.
Get wrecked! Wait,
Oh.
Pikapals had the turbo, didn't he? It was full, wasn't it?
You have to have the stock at the bottom.
I haven't been really paying attention. Oh, the thing that TheGons has? NT?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I got it.
I don't actually know what it is in Demon Bane lore, but you know, it's probably something that I didn't get to because I didn't play that much.
Stands for not touch. Alright, let's see the guns.
I'm still trying to discern what's in the background
Where
of
we
the gun
going?
screen. Like it's supposed to be like Metaltron or Sandalphon, but I didn't. I don't know. It doesn't look like them. Now I want to play this game more and just find out.
Okay, Pikapals get...
Oh, one of the
I'll
walls
tap
on
the
the
wall.
chicanes. That boost is so good. FFO is not doing it. You can see the ghost take the white. Turn around. Might not. Oh, ouch! But that's maybe
Has
fine.
a boost. Has a boost.
Oh, has a boost for the
close.
final. Yeah.
Close.
Easy.
Yeah,
There
then
we
pop
go.
it. There we go.
That is track 7, up to track 8.
Once is closer to the ghost than he wants to be after the lap.
This one was surprisingly easy on Pikapal's side. I think this one took me like 2 tries.
What the hell are we driving on?
Oh, you have a
It's just a
giant
big circle
circle
for
in
no
the middle.
reason. This one is just like perfectly set up so that if you're moving at boost speed and you drift, it's just perfectly set up for you to make all of these curves.
Oh, you can't go on the black. This is like a Stargate now.
Yeah.
It's like a
Oh, this
Doom
music plays a
level.
lot in Demon Bane. Yeah, this music plays a lot in Demon Bane. You'll hear
What
this
the
a
fuck
lot.
is this level?
Reminder, this is an Eldritch Horror mecha game.
This is Bowser's Castle. Lethal Lava Land.
The mess. And
It is a mess.
Pikapals is not having a good time.
Yeah, it's
Literally.
not as difficult as it looks, though. Just because all the turns are set up just perfectly.
Right, the guns. Pretty good lead. End of lap 1 here.
And unlike the shorelines, the like barriers on the edge of the track actually have a very generous hitbox. You can kind of drive into them without actually hitting them.
It's a barrel, but fine for the guns.
Uses the boost.
Right, almost the same lead as lap 1. Maybe a little less.
Oh, the lamppost, though.
It's the
Oh,
lamppost.
double lamppost. Oh, takes
Ar-
that.
Arkham
Ah.
City is not gonna like paying for that one. You will hear this song so many times in Demon Bane. It's like the evil guy's main theme.
Oh, you also hear it a lot here if Pulse isn't gonna drive
If you
any
don't clear
better.
this.
Yeah. That's right now, it's not looking too great. FF already has caught up more than half. But it's Joe's gonna
Yeah, I didn't
take
make
the
that.
lead? No?
You can make that drift throughout the entire thing, but it's
Oh,
not
where are we
worth
going?
it.
It looked like Pikapals tried to drift, but just continued going straight.
Pikapals needs to learn when to not drift, actually. Just because the natural turn is so tight.
Wha-
in
oh
this
my
game.
god, look at how far ahead the guns is.
Oh, that's good
Oh,
for the
wow. Yeah,
Gons.
it's huge.
Oh, beautiful turn there. Avoids this tricky section where we've seen the guns drive into the wall a few times. Slows down there, I like it. Better to
Yeah,
slow down
no
than crash
drift.
into the wall.
Yeah, because
Nice
Gons is able to
boosts.
get his his turbo. Just can't make any
Oh,
mistakes.
drives so
Slowing
much
down.
over the
Yeah, I don't know about
asphalt.
that.
Like the whatever. The, I don't think Pikapals has been doing these turbo stats that the Densetsu has been.
No, definitely not.
Evil because his signature instrument is violin.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Well, violin, but doing like the scary strings as opposed to
Scary strings.
It's because the
Like when you
the
play
nice ones.
when you play on the black keys on the piano.
Yeah. Like
So you
if
don't drift that corner, Pikapals. You're not making that.
like he's not a comic figure because it's not like a tuba.
Or the fucking kazoo from Monster Rancher Hop About.
And it's not the heroic guy because there's no trumpet.
And it's not the cool guy because there's no electric guitar.
There's no saxophone. There's no electric guitar.
No,
you know.
no strong drum. Actually, the drums are
They're
pretty
actually
strong
they're, yeah. There's also a lot of saxophone in the soundtrack. So
Alright, let's see the guns. 2 out of 3 is ahead, but not by a lot. Oh no, FFO taking that turn really well. FFO was just really consistent there.
yeah, for hairpins, you either don't drift in the stage that Pikapals is on. Like if it's a very tight turn, you don't want to drift, or you need a very precise drift.
Well, that was really good. Ah, crashed into the wall. That was a really good lap before that. Still plenty ahead.
See, like that last turn there, definitely don't drift that one. You gotta let go of the gas, which is kind of a rarity for a kart racer.
Still plenty ahead though. Lap 2, halfway through this lap. Ah, crashed into the same spot. Still catching more and more. That's just. I feel like we've seen this on previous tracks as well. Has been crashing the same spots a lot.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like Pikapals is really consistent with his like line and crashes, where the Gons is always like trying to find the new line. So I haven't seen the Gons typically crash in the same spot more than once.
Pikapals crash into the same 2 spots 3 times. Every single lap. There's the hairpin in the bottom left and the hairpin in the bottom right. Pikapals has crashed both of them every lap.
The Gons is really trying to get this drift between like the wall and the tire.
Bonk. This is the first. And here comes the second. Okay, crashes before it. Still crashes into it.
Yeah, definitely just do not drift on them.
Here we go again. One of them. Boom. There comes the circle. And right after the circle is the second one.
It's
Boom.
not so bad if you hit the wall like that, but it's definitely not great.
So, keeps happening. But I mean, we're still ahead, so who am I to talk? Third lap. Looking pretty good for Pikapals, actually. Oh. I think that's it. FFO
No.
takes these last ones
Yeah.
really well.
And the game crashed on the Gons again.
Let's hope this race isn't close, because otherwise retiming this will be a mess. But also let's hope this race is close, because that's exciting, and it actually kind of looks like the Guns has been learning faster than the Pikapals has. Oh, that was nice by Pikapals.
Did you refer to Pikapals as the Pikapals?
I did like a weird sound, and I tried to say Pikapals, and then I realized it too. I was like, oh, it sounds like I said the Pikapals. But no, I just said like the Pikapal.
I was gonna let it go, but I couldn't.
It's fine. At least I was able to explain that I did not say the Pikapal.
Okay, well, the Pikapals is a little behind on this one. Probably gonna need to reset.
Yeah, no, behind is really bad. FFO's last lap is great on this. It's really lap 1 and 2 where you gotta like make up your time.
Yeah, and the Gons still struggling. Like, at one point, like, it was like the second or third attempt at this, the Gons almost had it.
How about reset?
It's definitely one of those kinds of games where like you won't match a previous attempt. Just like you'll try as hard as you can, just you'll never know what made the magic of it happen.
Oh yeah, there's like a comic about this where okay, new boss, and then it's like on 20 HP or 20% when you die, and you're like, okay, so next time I have it, and then next try you get it to 80% before you die. Like, oh cool, what an improvement. Guns is still going for a lot of mini turbos, as opposed to driving optimal lines. Yeah, right there.
Definitely. I think it just isn't worth it.
Yeah, and there. That's like going for a mini turbo instead of a racing line.
That corner cut definitely doesn't work.
I think the Gons just wants to always have turbo, and is trying every opportunity that he can to build it.
Drifts are definitely worth it because they build turbo, but mini turbo itself is just too distracting to play with.
Oh, the mini turbo doesn't give you turbo?
Well, drifting itself does.
Okay. But I mean, I guess building mini turbos, if you're drifting anyway, is free, right? You're not like changing your line.
Yeah, you're not. But it's just the level of inputs as required to do it
that's the problem.
and not lose time.
Yeah, that's
It's just too much. You can tell it's a lot because I have trouble doing it. Yeah, they play that motif a lot as well. That's like when Demon Bane is launching. That's the name of the mech, by the way.
I wonder if you could do some weird key rebind to make mini turbo. I don't know, put up
Yeah,
and
you could
down
probably
on the bumpers.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I wanted to like cheat, you know.
Imagine.
Yeah, this race is probably going to time.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Pikapals is on track 9 or is it 8?
This is 8.
Oh my god,
yes,
we're not even halfway done.
No, that's I was mentioning that at the 45-minute mark.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
oh,
there's a mental game right now because Pikapals has been walled on a lot of these stages. Doesn't realize that he is ahead, but there's no way he feels like he's in the lead.
So really TheGons is racing against the clock. He's got 35 minutes to catch up with Pikapals.
Pikapals clears 8.
Alright.
Just barely, right at the very end right there. It was so close, that boost saved it. This course
This
is
looks
a joke.
fun.
Yeah, this course is really easy.
Can't wait for Pikapals to
this
be
is the
on
triumphant music! This is the you did something good music. This is the you beat the bad guy music with
FFA
Demon Bane.
hasn't started yet. It's been 20 seconds.
FFAO, sleep at the wheel.
Yeah. It's like on the loo. Oh, the race started? Oh, whatever. I can catch up.
No, it's like those classic cartoons when like a car speeds by and the cop car is there and he's got like donuts and it's like scrambling together to like, oh, gotta put my siren on, but these donuts are in the way.
Oh man, I dropped my donut.
Yeah, this is like the really triumphant. You beat the enemy. Well, you beat it, as in you read that the character beat it.
Clicked A. No.
Yeah, you click the left mouse button a lot.
Yeah, Pikapals just
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
miles
need to drive.
ahead.
Doesn't even need to drive perfectly. It has to make it around the corners, basically. Oh, that was cool.
Oh, nice corner cut. Yeah, I had 2 boosts to make it. Yeah, that one was honestly kind of a joke, but the other ones... This one I don't remember being too hard. This one took me like 3 or 4 tries.
Now I like elevated me.
Oh, the Gons clears that track.
Oh, nice.
they always clear it when I'm looking at the other
Yeah,
racer.
same. They're really good at that.
But now this is gonna be the real test for the Gons. If the Gons can clear the beach level like really quickly, there's a shot that the Gons could catch up.
Yeah. That's gonna get overtaken in lap 2. Isn't great, but also... At least it's not lap 1, I guess. Ah, Pikapals is gonna race this ghost. Pikapals is gonna catch up.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah, if you get overtaken in lap 1, it's like you're like, what are you doing? you messed up real bad.
FFR is not slowing down. Come on, trying to win a race here. The mystery tournament race. Gon's feeling out this track. Where do I go? Ooh. I turn. Alright, lap 2. We're a good bit ahead. We also have a turbo, which is good. Probably use it here, or maybe saving it for a crash. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, I think I'd save it for a crash, because, like, you want to have that consistent speed.
It's 2 now. You could use
Yeah,
one
it's nice
after this hairpin. It's gonna use the turbo here, and then probably, like, on the next straight or the finish straight. This one. Ooh,
Oh, it's a little scary going into the bridge.
Yeah,
Close, but gets the clear.
Yeah, you see what I was saying earlier, that like players are gonna kind of blow through a lot of the later courses because a lot of them are easier. This one is actually not as hard as it looks.
Looks really
I
hard.
think that it would be.
This looks really confusing. You want to go the right way, not the left one. Come to that far.
Oh, we have the evil guy music again.
To the right. No, Pikapals went left.
Actually, it's like everything Eldritch happening in the because it's like the weird characters too.
All right. TPC, Maurice, what instrument is your theme music?
Well, I would assume it's the one that I've played for like 13 years of my life, so it would be the trombone.
I like drums.
Drums, okay.
That's an uncommon answer. So.
You know, there's like music that is almost just drums, like marching band, marching drum band, drumline. That's the.
Yes, drum lines. Yeah, I went left every time on this course that Pikapals is on.
I mean,
so he's still fairly ahead.
That's longer.
Well, I just did it anyway.
I mean, FFO is also going.
I think
it's all on this turn. No, but
has
2 turbos.
Pop the boost. Yeah, pop the boost.
Oh,
I think he's gonna get it. Yeah.
Doesn't even need the boost. Get out of here, FFA. Oh.
Stage 12.
This one, there was like one hard section in it. I don't remember this song in Demon Bane. I definitely didn't get to this one.
Using circles, but through them.
This is like Acid Highway.
Yeah, the visuals are confusing on this.
Because it's Eldritch Horror. They just made up whatever crap they could.
But then there's a random road.
Good.
So you really don't want to go left on that, so.
I mean, do Eldritch gods really need highways?
Apparently, there's a highway
they
right
need
there.
Robots, apparently. The girl that we're playing as is the physical manifestation of the Necronomicon.
TheGons has a good lead. Second lap here. Just through the barrel. I actually like it. It kind of slows you down for the next turn, which actually kind of helpful.
Yeah, but FAO right on his tail.
Yeah, TheGons kind of crashing into 2 balls there, but still ahead. Oh, turbos into nothing. Oh no, where are we going?
That's not straight away.
Oh, Pikapals very unfortunate wall collisions.
I think getting kind of greedy with the drift. It's trying to eke out a lot of turbo, and it's just doing a little much.
He goes hot on his heels. Goes like... Not good enough for Pikapals. See the guns? Oh, you're the red guy. Keep forgetting. Lap 1. Sizable lead. Ouch. Has a boost. Alright, good use of the mini turbo there.
Yeah, I like that. Doing it onto this bridge is kind of hard, but made it.
Not
made it
using
work,
the
no problem.
use the boost.
But like,
That was such a late
hit.
boost user too.
yeah, just clips the side of the sandbar there. Pikapals has the
Pikapals
lead so
ahead.
far. Yeah.
Has to just not get a little greedy.
Oh. Okay.
Has
Could build a
doesn't have a
boost.
boost.
Could build one. There it is.
Oh, it has a boost. Use it.
Wow,
yeah,
that was close.
there we go.
I think the
All
boost
right, so-
saved it.
The last fourth of this race.
13.
This one doesn't look too difficult.
I don't even remember those scores, so. Oh, it's the triumphant music again. It's the you did good. You pressed the left mouse button and you saw the main character blow stuff up with a robot.
Got a 15-second head start. It's a lot. This track isn't that long. Oh, it's like Monaco over here. Oh, no,
Monaco.
don't go in the pit stop.
Don't go on the pit stop. We learned.
Yeah, these courses, all the grass ones are pretty easy.
Alright,
Which I
last
mean
turn.
helps with the music.
Last lap, sorry.
You see, yeah, literally like Pikapal's first attempt still ahead.
Yeah,
quite a
it's gonna
bit.
be clear unless Pikapals does some big mistakes. And it's not looking like it. Oh my god, so fast. I mean, this is
Yeah,
fine.
even
Yeah,
that.
that was
Oh,
a
the
big
pit stop!
mistake.
Oh no!
But easy clear onto 14. I think we're gonna see a clear from Pikapals.
Yeah, I
think we
imagine Pikapals is gonna finish this in the next 10 minutes.
There's only one track I can think of coming up that was pretty hard.
Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Does this count? Does this count? Pikapals definitely didn't cross certain sections of that track correctly. It doesn't count.
Didn't. You have
Get
to go
wrecked.
through the loop.
Get wrecked. That's funny. Oh, you can just drive over the dirt there. Oh, that's what FFAO does. That helps a
I
lot
don't
in
think-
the entrance.
I don't think Pikapals realized that the lap didn't count.
Alright, lap 2!
Surprise.
That's funny. Oh, it's
remember this song
it's a close lap 2!
Yeah. So close.
Oh, Pikapal's hot on FFAO's heels! And, I kind of wish that he was ahead. Maybe Pikapals realized that he's just practicing the course a little.
Good idea.
Oh,
The-
okay, okay.
Don't go. There's arrows. There's arrows.
Okay, at least we're doing the loop this time.
Definitely worth it to just get a feel for the course. You're probably not going to be clearing these on the first try. So besides that last course. Oh, game crash. Awesome.
Oh yeah, Half Beasties, right. The previous track on Pikapals was a Formula 1 track.
Yeah, I don't think that appears in Demon Bane, but you know, they had to fill out 16 tracks somehow.
Is that what the D stands for?
Yes, that is what the D stands for.
Formula Demon Bane?
Because the mech is literally named Demon Bane. He, as the name suggests, drives out demons. But he's also an Eldritch Horror himself, surprise.
One noob asking if Formula 1 track is like a destruction derby, it's like the 8.
Yeah, that would not be safe
Yeah,
to put
no,
in.
not for anybody. I think that I forgot, like, at least the start and end of previous track looked like it. We're talking about the previous stage, not this one.
What was that parking lot for?
Oh, Pikapals is
Demon Bane's got a
gonna
part
win
too.
this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a win easily. FFO, speed up a little, will ya?
Yeah, mechas have to park too.
And just
This is the course that was hard.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
This part at the end looks pretty hard.
This one was the hardest one.
Wasn't sure which
Besides
way
the
we're
beach one.
going.
Oh, we're in another acid highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Demon Bane actually has an exclusive underground parking spot, so I guess they pay for it or something. I guess the how the corporation pays for it.
And then, yeah, this part looks.
Yeah, this part was you gotta let go of the gas.
FFO is not drifting. Oh, I think that one. Alright, let's see the guns. The guns is actually pretty far ahead. Entering the last lap pretty soon. Ah, hits the sand dune. Didn't even look like that was where the wall. What a scam. Still ahead. Doesn't have a turbo. Probably have to build it up. Oh, it's a bomb. FFO takes the lead. I think this is it. The gun's not gonna catch FFO on the last part here.
Yeah, it has to not blow the turbo on mistakes.
Pikapals very far behind, but it's just trying out the track. Which is a good idea.
Okay, the Gons has 2 boosts saved up.
Also has a lot of walls saved up and cashed all of them in at the same time.
You know, that wall creditor just wanted to cash in on the debt.
Yeah.
And we'll see Pikapal's barely ahead right now. Had a wonderful line through the first few turns.
Yeah,
Just like,
that looks so smooth.
yeah, just like I definitely I started doing that on a lot of tracks. Because it's kind of set up to where you can do that. For this section, I literally just went slow and didn't try and drift at all, and just walked my way through it. And it was so worth it. Yeah, and then definitely save the turbo right for the very end.
My pawn noobs. It's making the claim that Pikapals will not beat this level in 18 minutes.
I think Pikapals will.
I think
This took me a few tries. I recognize that it was one of the hardest courses in the game, but I think I kind of fluked out a win on it.
Both racers have surprised me how quickly they have gotten better.
Yeah, FFAO is just really good.
Oh, that's a clear for the Gons on the beach.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
I wasn't looking like every time.
Yeah, same.
This one took Pikapals just like 4 tries or so. Pretty quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of open space, and I think the Gons is going to realize that you can just boost through that middle part pretty quickly.
Maybe. FFO doesn't do it, so it's not
Well,
obvious.
Pikapals did, but
Yeah.
we'll see if, because I know the Gons has been really aggressive about cutting through places.
Man, stage 15 is tough. FFO barely waits, and there's all these turns.
Yeah, FFAO catches up to the racer really quickly in this one.
Yeah, he doesn't wait a lot. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely you have to like just let go of the gas. You have to learn how to do that in this game. It's one of the only kart racers of all time where you have to do that.
FFO waits 10 in-game seconds, which isn't that long considering this track is so long.
Oh, Nitro Plus. Surprise.
Crash number 4.
I feel like it's been more than 4, but
4 for the guns.
I feel like all these drifts are not worth it. It's nice having the turbo, but it's better to just race better. Like, you can fit in one of the 2 of the easy ones right there. But, like, definitely this, no.
Go gets overtaken. Good. Oh, nice turn. Actually, this could work out. Not
Oh,
like...
start,
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh my god.
Start a drift in the wrong direction, which is kind of snowballed into a whole bunch of issues. There's like no buff around pressing the drift button in this game, so you can't like press drift and left on the same frame and expect to start drifting left. It's like really strange with that.
was still really close though at the end. Like, if Pikapals can match that without running into the walls, this will be a clear.
Pikapals can just drive faster.
Just win.
Duh.
Yeah, like these drifts just aren't cutting it. Like it's not worth it to hit the wall.
It's such a mean section.
Could you imagine playing it in multiplayer and just like dropping a bunch of items right there?
It's like in Diddy Kong Racing, that one level where the AI just always drops their bananas in that one spot. Or whatever, they're not bananas in Diddy Kong Racing.
They should be.
Yeah, what
The
the
oil
hell?
slicks. They're the oil slicks.
It's like,
Yeah, they
What
they
the
really
heck?
messed up on that one.
well, Mario Kart gets bananas, and then, I don't know. Could we use in Donkey Kong? What's the thing he often associated with? That people
Oil.
would slip on. Yeah, oil.
Donkey Kong is secretly an oil tycoon.
He's secretly a seagull.
Yeah, King K. Rool is actually an oil baron. And Donkey Kong Island is actually just on a reservoir of oil, which is
Yeah.
why he wants to take
A lot of
over.
DK64.
Yeah, he's got his cave over.
Instead of collecting 200 golden bananas, you collect 200 barrels of oil.
Do you think all these barrels are full of oil?
Oh, so close for Pika.
Is it?
It was.
Oh, you mean the
And
turn?
then just, yeah.
The guns not looking super great on Bowser's Castle. Because I'm just claiming this is. Mapped
I mean,
after.
I don't even know where this is. I'm the expert on this and I don't even know, so.
It looks
at
like
this
Bowser's
point-
Castle level design.
At this point, I think it's decided.
Yeah.
It's not possible
Yeah.
for the Gons to beat all of these stages.
Yeah, I don't like it's not. I don't think it's like physically possible.
I think the Gons is just waiting for the Pikapals dot done.
Which, who knows? We might see it, we might not. The last course is a lot easier than this, but not a pushover.
But I mean,
it is a very fun course.
I gotta eat my words. I was saying the Guns wouldn't be, and then the Guns has been doing super well ever since beating.
Yeah, I mean, like this was my fear. Like I heard beat FFAO ghost times in a racing game. And it's just like, I honestly don't think I could have done this. I could probably not make it as far as the Gons did.
That was pretty close. 2 seconds or so.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how to optimize this level that Pikapals is on.
Definitely, step 1 is less drifting.
Yeah, surprisingly, that is probably the solution to a lot of the racers' problems.
And definitely no mini turbos.
And there's Boney in the chat.
Yeah, I feel like Boney would crush my time. My time, I don't even think was that bad, but I think Boney would crush it. I think this is a knowledge check on racing game playing. And an execution check. Yeah, I don't even know what the Bowser Castle BGM is. I think it's from the sequel, which I haven't played because it's not in English. I could read it, but I don't really want to read it that badly. We'll see Pikapals.
Pikapals actually got through those hairpins kind of as fast as FFAO did, crashing into every wall with a drift, and build a turbo out of it.
I honestly think Pikapals actually gained time on those turns by doing the drifts.
That was a bad one. Yeah, I think, like, the best case scenario for that is good.
As a boost, but I don't think it's enough.
Oh!
No, it's good!
It was enough.
It's good!
Oh, what a
barely
clutch! Last track of the match! The FFO said he waits 22 seconds at the start of this.
Yeah, by the way, there's no mini-map this time.
Oh, what?
It's actually just a circle with a question mark in it. That's what the map looks like.
You gotta write
But
the
it's
letters.
really not that hard of a track. It took me, I think, 2 tries.
Which of these is faster? They're both kind of...
The key on this one is know when to not drift.
Oh man, this will wreck me. I'm not good. Was there a shortcut on the right path?
No. Oh,
Sure?
maybe there is. I don't know.
It would be
I
a
didn't
huge
use it.
shortcut. What the hell?
This is Rainbow Road at home.
Oh yeah, kind of it. Oh, FFO is catching. You can see him.
This is probably like where they fight the final boss in Demon Bane. It's probably major visual novel spoilers. Sorry for all you people, I'm sure, out there that wanted to read Demon Bane
There goes FFO.
and haven't yet.
There's like a thing to the right, but I don't think it's a path. Oh, you're right. The minimap does show the racers. Oh man, if we had the Telestrator thing, the sports ball yellow lines, we could draw the map on top. That would be funny. Quite a bit behind of FFAO in this race. Well, actually not that... Oh, okay, there's another turn there. So, quite a bit behind. But it was the first attempt, and we still have 7 minutes.
Yeah, and just kind of like the visual effects of this course are kind of just out there. Like, I can barely tell where the course wants you to turn. Because sometimes it gives you an arrow, and other times it doesn't.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
I think it's more evident if you're playing. I didn't find it to be tricky.
And sometimes there's a road, and sometimes there isn't. Oh, nice turn. Don't get baited by the blue. Not a, oh, actually, a nice turn. I thought.
Yeah, that was so.
A little too early. I think this is.
That's one that I definitely went drift on.
But I think this is still on time to beat FFAO.
Yeah, this is looking good.
Yeah, this is fine. You see the power of the no drifting right there. Pikapals made that first turn set just like perfect.
Yeah, taking the outside track, mostly just build the boost.
Oh, beautiful turns. Is this right turn?
Yeah, this is looking great.
Yeah. Pit boost?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
boost really late. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that's.
That was like
that's
undecided. There's FFAO.
Yeah,
oh, we're getting turned around twice!
Oh no!
What a scam! FFAO is right behind us. He's on the same straight.
Pikapals just needs to drive like that last lap, maybe.
Oh, and then not crash into the wall.
And better. Oh,
Has a
yeah,
boost?
not that, though.
Oh, but
That's it.
FFAO made a mistake. Where's what? FFAO's motor is blown out. He's driving a Ferrari.
Oh, has 2 boosts
Alright,
too.
it's 2 more hairpins. Left, right. Ah, that's
A
it.
bit early.
Boosting into the wall. It's not good enough. Alright, we have one more attempt. Unless we restart like halfway through. Because this race takes about 250. I think this is gonna be a clear. Track is pretty easy because the road is so wide.
Yeah, it's very wide. It's very generous.
Yeah, you needed the first playthrough to get an understanding of it.
Didn't
Late
expect that
turn.
Too late.
Doesn't boost on the straight, which I think is good. The longest straight is the one before the last 2 hairpins.
Yeah, and this
Oh,
one
actually,
right here.
yeah, actually this one. But that's a lot of crashes. Not too far ahead. Another crash. He took these turns perfectly the last race. Good turn, good turn.
That's a good one.
Doesn't expect the turn
That's
again.
Not so good.
FFO is hot on his heels. Pretty much the same situation as last time.
Has 2 boosts, uses one right there.
Ooh, I don't know if
Probably
I don't
not
like that boost right there.
FFO is
I like it
there.
right here.
Nice drift, nice drift.
Gonna build up another turbo,
Beautiful.
hopefully.
There's
That's too
another turbo.
tight.
Pop the turbo, pop the turbo. Oh.
No, don't.
If you tap the wall right there.
No, do it. Yeah,
top it right there.
Don't forget the right, and now 2 hairpins for the win. No!
Oh!
No! Oh, but we have 1 attempt left.
I think there's a second attempt out of this, but I think Pikapals is gonna get it here. Really good drifting here at the beginning.
Firing the tires.
You're breaking the cart.
Things in the distance look way too big. It's not like if you look at the guns, those like cacti or whatever, they're not proportionally
It's
big.
Eldritch Horror Cacti.
Or whatever it is, they're like too big in the distance. You know, like there's some weird perspective tomfoolery going around.
It's because they're Eldritch Horror Cacti.
It's
They can be as big as we want them to be.
use the boost.
Just so you know, Demon Bane is apparently larger than the universe that contains him.
Pikapals has a huge lead on FFAO entering 3rd lap.
Yeah, this is big. Just needs to drive just normally.
Has been driving really
Doesn't
badly
need to do
since
anything-
I said that, but
Yeah, doesn't need to do anything crazy.
I use the
That was a
boost. I
little
like
late
it.
on a boost, but good.
Oh, nice turn. This one's gonna hit the
Yeah.
wall.
You don't need to do anything crazy right here, though.
Yeah, FFO is like a whole section behind. Just a
I
boost.
think.
Nice. Precious, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be clear. Gonna boost into the finish right.
Now, boop.
There we go.
Boom.
Bam.
That's it. The time of 1 hour, 28 minutes.
And it's an immediate forfeit.
Yep. That was unfortunately predictable.
I think we all learned the lesson right here. Don't let me be the only person who tests the game.
And with that, just long, exhausting kart racer, Pikapals punches his ticket into top 8. Unfortunately, FFAO was disqualified, will not be taking the spot. But yeah, TheGons is not out of it. Still has a second chance in the lower bracket to make top 8.
Yeah, is in fact at least going to make 9th. We'll see if can bring that number up a bit, though. Have to mark the winner on challenge so I can see. Where are they fighting? They're fighting into the block of Jackazam, Jal, Vittorio, and El Cheeseboy.
But we do have both of our racers in the waiting room.
And now they're no longer in the waiting room.
Welcome, Pikapals and TheGons. That was a game.
I don't ever want to touch this again.
Sure was. GG's.
Oh, you're not going to read the visual novel that it's based off of?
No, I would rather play slow-mo, and that means something.
I do know what that means.
Yeah, you did that to me last MT.
But Pikapals, well, what were your thoughts? I can sense what TheGons is going to say, so I'll come to him second.
You know, my main thoughts were, I'm almost an hour in. Why am I still on the second Grand Prix? For the most part, the game was pretty fun. It was a little awkward trying to get used to playing it on keyboard, and I mostly just wish the turbo would not take so long to actually come out.
Yeah, it's a bit strange after you hit the button and like it just takes a bit.
Yeah, I keep holding it, trying to get the turbo near the end, and then it just, nope, released a little too soon.
TheGons, your
Do you
thoughts?
really want to hear this?
I mean, I have a
This
good
made me
idea.
Angry. Like really angry. I did not enjoy this. This is one of those games where it's like, how this controls is probably fine, but it doesn't work for me. I hated the drift button in this. I don't know why, but it doesn't do what I want it to do. I hate this.
It's a little weird on the buffer in it, so you can't like press drift and left on the same frame and start a drift left, which are my problems with it, because like that's how it works in Mario Kart Wii. But one thing I do want to ask is, what did you guys think about the concept of the race and the submission itself? Because we thought it was super awesome. I thought it was super cool when I was testing, because usually if we have racing games with like time trials, it's like, you know, you can't really like lose progress, and like it's just, I don't know, it's a little trite, I guess, but like I thought this was a very inventive way to do a racing game submission.
I hated this.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea, at least. Just have to be careful not to overtune the ghost to the point where you're spending 30 minutes on one stage.
Yeah, we learned the lesson. Don't let me be the only person who tests this game. because I was, and I was like, you know what, I did fine, so it's probably fine. It turns out it was really hard, and FFA was really good at racing games.
You've played a lot of Sonic Roboblast. It's very much like
Yeah,
this.
but I'm not good at it.
Well, good enough.
I'm not good at any game, Maurice. That's why we let me test games. Reminder, when Roar asked me to become a tester, we specifically said we need a tester who's not very good at games. That's what Roar specifically said when he wanted me to test the first time.
Luckily, we have ID now.
Yeah, so true.
Sorry, ID.
But yeah, the idea in general is probably fine, but the ghost felt like way too difficult. It's you go into this game knowing nothing, and then there's this ghost that just overtakes and is like, okay, retry. There's nothing you can do.
It was very tough to pass the ghosts if they ever passed you. I think I managed to do it like once or twice without relying on turbo. But yeah, it was also like the World 2 ghosts were the most difficult thing in existence, and then the World 3 ghosts, I think I first tried most of them, first or second tried.
Yeah, the World 3 stages are just straight up easier.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's not difficult to be easier than 2-4. That stage was
No, that one's definitely
pretty
hard.
rough.
I didn't even get that far, so it's fine.
I think the desert was my first really big sticking point, I think.
Yeah, the beach
Like, I got
level.
stuck a few times on the World 1 stages, but then the desert just took forever.
But yeah, congratulations, Pikapals. You have punched your ticket into top 8.
Yeah, nice to see you
somehow.
back here.
And the Gons, for you, you're not out of it yet. You do have a second chance to punch your ticket into top 8.
Yeah,
It
you were
just needs to
guaranteed
drop
at least
puzzle
ninth.
games.
Yeah, you were guaranteed at least ninth, and the block that you're fighting into is really cool because it's at least one new guaranteed top 8 player, either you, or Jack Sam Jal, or Vittorio El Cheeseboy. Depending on who wins those, you fight the winner of those. And then Pikapals, I'm so sorry, you fight the winner of Adam versus Andy in top 8.
I mean, that sounds pretty expected for top 8.
Yeah, that's
I mean, this is officially the farthest I've been since I'm in winner's bracket of top 8 this time, so
Yeah,
I at least
that
got
is
that
true.
much.
because you got like 7th in MT12.
I think
I
winner.
got immediately bodied by K.
I think winner top 8 is 6th already, so we're already better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it's at least
5th or
5th.
6th.
I haven't
Well,
gotten this far
there
since
is no 6th place.
I haven't gotten this far since MT4.
Yeah,
It's been a
you
while.
kind of took a big break and then came back, and 16
Yeah,
you went
internet.
2-2. Yeah, you went 2-2 in 16, and then just are crushing it here.
Yeah, the meta shift towards puzzle games helps me. Everything else doesn't.
I mean, there's probably still more puzzle games in the pool, so
There's probably at least one more. I don't
There
actually.
always
I don't
are.
remember what's in the pool. Oh, unless we just took them all out and just made entire top 8 just all puzzle.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd be that'd be scary.
No, that's a good sign. Puzzle games are fun.
You know, I bet Maurice would be very happy if that happened.
He has to get a top 8 first, you know? Then he can complain.
all right. Any final thoughts between you, Pikapals, or the Gons?
Did you like the music at least?
I was too angry to listen to the music.
It's all
Music was
straight.
nice, though.
It's all straight
Kinda
ripped
wished
from
it
the visual
didn't
novel.
always. Yeah, I kind of wish it didn't always go to this exact same track for the final lap.
Yeah, the last lap music. I don't even remember where that's at.
Variety was
in
pretty
Demon
nice
Bane.
though.
Yeah, it's all ripped straight from the visual novel. I hope this was a successful advertisement for Demon Bane Roar the Machine God by Nitro Plus, released in 2003. And the sequel, which is not yet in English.
Alright, so thank you very much for joining. Gotta get this next track set up. match.